Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 16 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to be at Massachusetts Regionals this weekend. I'm actually leaving later today, so unfortunately I do not think I'll be able to get a video up on Saturday or Sunday. I do have to apologize for that. We'll be competing both days, the Premier Challenge on Saturday, and then the actual regional championship on Sunday. So if you are going to Mass Regionals, definitely come up and say hello. Would love to meet all of you and interact with all of you. But once I get back, we'll be switching to a brand new team, most likely. Should be able to get one in the game by then. So look forward to that. Looking forward to trying out some fun stuff, really, basically, after this regionals, because we have a month or so until US Nationals, which is the next biggest event. But yeah, I'm gonna find a Japanese opponent with a rating of 1551 to kick off this episode. As always, if you enjoy Road to Rank, please share support by leaving a like in the video. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, this is a really interesting matchup. My opponent has some really cool Pokemon, especially the Ditto and the Mienshao. But Ditto, Mienshao, Rayquaza, Kyogre, Thundurus, and Manectric. So 2 Omegas in Rayquaza and Manectric. Manectric being a really good option because, you know, it gets access to a lot of good moves like Snarl, Overheat, Hidden Power, Ice / Water, Volt Switch, Thunder, Thunderbolt, etc. So let's see, Kangaskhan, kind of scary to lead with here because Mienshao is a pretty good counter to Kangaskhan, honestly. Not particularly fond of this matchup, but I think Amoonguss is going to be key. Because other than Dragon Ascent from Rayquaza, he can't really shut it down since I do have the Mentor. Bringing my own Thunder. I mean, Thundurus is obviously really good here, but against a Manectric, like, you always have to be kind of careful. Still want Kangaskhan here. I guess I could go Kangaskhan and Amoonguss. Groudon Yveltal, but then it feels weird not bringing Thundurus against Kyogre or Rayquaza. So I don't know if I could go for some heavy offense with Amoonguss Yveltal immediately. Maybe I don't even want to bring Groudon here. That feels kind of weird though. I could choose not to bring Kangaskhan, but I still like Kangaskhan a lot here. And because it's bulkier, Thundurus just goes down too easily. Like, it feints the 2 attacks basically. So I'm gonna go with Yveltal Amoonguss, which gives me some options. Of course, my opponent's team isn't exactly physically based, but Yveltal's still just really strong with stab dark type attacks. So Yveltal Amoonguss against Thundurus and Ditto. Is that Ditto gonna copy my Yveltal? Oh, wow, I can't believe he led with Ditto. That just leaves everything to chance. But that's so good for my opponent because he basically gets a 3rd restricted Pokemon. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just gonna Spore and knock off, I think. Nice. So he goes for the taunt, but I've got the Mentor. Which means this isn't too bad because he didn't go for an electric type attack onto my Yveltal. Yeah, because he gets rid of the Mentor, but actually does less damage there as well, which is kind of funny. And knockoff actually just eliminates Thundurus. Okay, so things look really bad there, but this actually ends up being really nice. He has a Zap Plate as well, so he could have gone for an electric type attack, but he most likely was predicting a Protect there on Yveltal's end. Like, the prediction my opponent was probably making was like, oh, he's not expecting the taunt, so I'll get the taunt off. But instead, this works out pretty nicely. But still, like, he basically has 3 restricted Pokemon, assuming he's got Kyogre and Manectric. And he brings out Rayquaza here. So you can Rage Powder Foul Play, which is what I want to do. Yeah, I like that. He's gonna Mega Evolve immediately, which is interesting as well. You know, in this position, like, what he could do is just Protect and try to take a turn to sleep with Yveltal, but Yveltal's not a big threat, honestly, right now. He does actually end up making the Protect play, okay. But I'm just gonna go for the same Rage Powder Foul Play again, I think. Because, yeah. I mean, here, you probably want to Dragon Ascent. I could Spore. But no, let's just Rage Powder Foul Play again. Don't know what item the Rayquaza has, but it's fine, regardless of whether it's Sash or not. This will be a good turn. I was trying to understand how he was faster there, but then I understood he probably has Choice Scarf, I think. So he's gonna get Dragon Ascent off, but fortunately the Rage Powder means that I don't lose my Life Orb on Weavile, which is also kind of a big deal. Knockoff also does a substantial amount there, so Rage Powder ends up being the good play there. Looks like he's not Life Orbed, so yeah, he's gonna be Sash. Okay. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. However, I now can bring in Kangaskhan. So Sucker Punch is obvious. I could actually double up onto Weavile. Fake out. Yeah, I'm actually going to double up here to put it in Sucker Punch KO range. Although... Oh, he actually withdraws the Weavile. Interesting. Into Kyogre, yeah. Huh. I like that, because you know that Ditto can copy something in the future. Oh, but if Rayquaza attacks it, it's going to be really bad. But if he protects, I think I win the game. So, what Rayquaza does here. I'm guessing he's attacking, though, because that would explain the switch, which makes this really scary. But let's see. I guess it would have been better to just fake out Rayquaza and knock off the Weavile slot. But he does protect. Nice. Okay. So since I get a lot of free damage off here, I mean these aren't the strongest attacks, but Kyogre isn't the most defensively bulky. Most are EV'd for that, but you see here Fake Out itself does like 40%. Knockoff obviously going to do reduced damage because you can't get rid of Kyogre's item. But that still does so much. Wow, it almost picks up the knockout. That's insane. So now you're kind of forced to extreme speed. If I knock out the Kyogre slot, then he actually has to switch in. So I'm actually going to Power Up Punch Ogre and Sucker Punch. He can extreme speed, but he's basically forced to extreme speed for the remainder of the game if that's the case. Oh, he actually just forfeits. Okay, so pretty quick game there, honestly. A really scary one, but I feel like that first turn determined everything, and that the last turn too. Like if my opponent didn't go for, or if he did go for a Dragon Ascent, that could have been a lot more interesting, but not the case. I'm not going to complain about that. Really cool team, though. I wish we saw more out of the Manectric. Ditto was definitely really tricky, and it was really scary, honestly, because of the fact that my opponent was able to copy me immediately from the start. And that's, just frustrating because it gave my opponent basically a third restricted Pokemon. So I was really surprised to see Ditto as a lead, because a lot of times what you do is you keep Ditto in the back, and then you switch out accordingly based off what feints, and then you try to copy the best Pokemon that's, open to you. So instead of leaving it to chance and based off what your opponent leads with, instead you actually, get a guaranteed kind of, oh, I know what I'm going to transform into kind of deal. But pretty cool to see. We've seen Dittos occasionally here and there. It's a really niche pick, but it's really scary still because it adds a whole new factor to the game. Whether in team preview or when you're fighting, you always have to consider, does my opponent have the Ditto, and if so, what is he going to end up copying? So pretty cool to see that there. We're going to find a Japanese opponent for our next game. This time with a Yveltal Kyogre team supported by Weavile, Bronzong, Thundurus, and Gengar. This is a pretty interesting supporting cast, honestly. It's kind of all over the place because Bronzong's so slow, but then Weavile and Gengar and Thundurus, three of the faster Pokemon. So my opponent has the Trick Room option, no Tailwind, but Thunder Wave is obviously a possibility on Thundurus. And what do I want to lead with here? Once again, I really like Amoonguss because his only answer really seems to be Taunt. But I feel like I need Thundurus against his team here is so good if I knock out Weavile. So I think I'm going to go Amoonguss, Kangaskhan. But I want Yveltal Groudon too. Maybe I don't bring Amoonguss, maybe I go Kang Thunder instead. But then you could go like Weavile Gengar, which would be bad. I feel like I really need Yveltal for his legendary combination. Or I need Thunder, sorry. So do I not bring Groudon or Yveltal? Maybe not bring my own Yveltal? No, I don't like that. The Sucker Punch is still so good. Alright, forget it. Let's just go King Amoonguss route on Weavile. So I have a lot more faith in Amoonguss nowadays. But I feel like one reason why this works out really nicely is, once again, like, I don't have I'm not leading with restricted Pokemon. So even if I lose both my Pokemon, I still got Groudon and Weavile, two of the strongest Pokemon in the format, in the back. So we see Weavile and Weavile here. Yeah. So Thunderous definitely wouldn't have been a good lead. So I'm fine with that. He has a bunch of options here. You could go straight for the Foul Play. Shoot. I forget whether this Kang is Inner Focus or not. Oh, it's scrappy. Inner Focus would have been better here. You want to put something to sleep. What do I want to put to sleep? Let's put the... Yeah, Weavile to sleep. Really want to power up Punch. I'm gonna go for the safe. I could have actually, sporting Weavile might have been safer there. But he might want to, like, Ice Crush and Foul Play Kangaskhan, so I'm gonna try to fake out the Weavile. I should be getting a Spore off here. Okay, no Spore, no, fake out from his Weavile. This is really good, actually, because that means Weavile's attacking, which means I get a Spore off, unless somehow he knocks me out here. Here's Icicle Crash, but Amoonguss should be bulky enough to take that. Yeah, no flinch. Ooh, it's Life Orb. Come on! Oh, that actually sucks so much. That's so frustrating. I mean, here you probably Icicle Crash. So I could protect Double Edge. Or protect Pup. I'd rather knock out Weavile, honestly. That's just so frustrating. Because if I put Weavile to sleep, then Kangaskhan, like, can sweep through my opponent's entire team. Okay, so he goes for the knockoff there. So Weavile's going down here. But I'm probably gonna get Foul Play, so Kangaskhan's gonna go down as well. Actually, maybe I should have Double Edged. But then the recoil plus Foul Play knocks me out anyway, I think. Yeah, he's gonna Foul Play. So frustrated. I'm bringing the Weavile here in case he brings in Kyogre, since I'm max speed Groudon. At, like, best, it's a 50% chance I get my Sun up. So I don't want to take that risk. He does actually end up bringing in Kyogre as well. I literally think if I got the Spore off turn 1, I would have won the game, because then Kangaskhan outspeeds both Weavile and Kyogre, and Weavile does nothing. So I'm just really sad, because I felt like I made the best plays. But let's see if we can come back still. Just so frustrating. Probably Ice Beam, Foul Play. Damn, I have no answer against that. I think I'm kind of screwed here. I'll just Sucker Punch Kyogre. And go for a last effort Spore. Because Sucker Punch should be a 2 KO on Kyogre. That is so much. He goes for Snarl. Still knocks Amoonguss out, I guess. Risky though, because he could have missed. Unless he's going for Origin Pulse / Water Spout. No, he's just Ice Beaming. Yeah, that was a risky Snarl. He doesn't knock me out, but basically there. Okay. What is his last Pokemon? Gengar, Weavile, Bronzong. Well, Groudon wins against all of those. So I'm not out of this one yet. But. I mean, I could just... I want to Eruption Protect because I think he might switch Kyogre out. But you could predict that as well. No, I should Fire Punch here. I don't think I have much here. I also faint from Life Orb, I think, right? I'll Fire Punch Protect. No, I should have Sucker Punched. No, he's staying with Kyogre. Does he protect Kyogre though? Protects Yveltal. I like that play actually. Regardless of. Sweet Trade protects. Fire Punch. Should I predict the Protect from Kyogre or the switch out? Because I'm assuming his last one's gonna be Gengar. If it's Mega Gengar, that would be nice. I don't know if Fire Punch knocks out Yveltal either. That's a tricky thing. I'm gonna go for the Sucker Punch, but Octopu. I'll target down Kyogre. Oh wow. Okay. Huh. I mean that's really good I think for me here. Especially if Fire Punch knocks him out, but I'm assuming he's sashed. Or really bulky. Bulky citrus, okay. But that means I'm faster with Groudon, I think. Which means I can Eruption Protect. What do I want to attack? It comes down to whether Fire Punch knocks out Yveltal, I think. You could switch Kyogre out into Yveltal right now as well. But then Eruption just dunks him. And he could still be invested in speed as well. I'm gonna foul play. Okay. I believe I faint here from Life Orb. Yeah. Get the Eruption off, okay. So the thing is, I didn't have much, because if I protect there with Yveltal, or if I, you know, don't get the attack off against Kyogre, then he just gets an Ice Beam off, and an Ice Beam plus Foul Play most definitely knocks me out. So this comes down to, does Fire Punch knock out Yveltal? I feel like it's not going to. He looks kind of bulky. But I'm content for how I played, given how bad the position was. But we'll see. We'll see. Here's the Foul Play. Burn would also win me the game. Or crit. Here's the Fire Punch. Can we get it off? Do we pick up a knockout? Oh, so close. Was there anything better I could have done in the late game there? I'm not really sure, honestly. That's demoralizing. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. Like, I win this game 90% of the time if I get that turn 1 off, because he has nothing for Kangaskhan, absolutely nothing. So if I get the Spore off, then the next turn I Power Up Punch Rage Powder, and then I just start double edging, and I can switch out into my Groudon. Once I knock out Yveltal, then his Kyogre and Thundurus are absolutely useless against my Thundurus. Yeah, on my Groudon and my Yveltal. So I feel like I played that as well as I could have after that first turn, but unfortunately Ice Cold Crash became a thing. It is what it is, but like I said, I win that game the majority of the time if RNG doesn't go against me. So that's kind of what sucks about Ice Cold Crash, but you know, that flinch chance is too good, and it's a good move on Weavile for sure. But still, 2 really good games for you guys in today's episode. I wish that second one would have ended up in a win, because I felt like I had the good, you know, made the right plays, but it is what it is. And as I always say, that's Pokemon for you. But that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not going to be here, as I mentioned, for the next 2 days, but you can follow my tournament updates on Twitter at Cybertron VGC. I think Mass Regionals will actually be streamed at twitch.tv/Clash Tournaments as well, so look out for that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys after the weekend ends. Alright, peace.